Alright, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and back to another standard video. We're going to be doing another highlight from the Streamer Early Access event for New Capenna, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, so thank you, Wizards, for bringing back these cool events. They were an absolute blast, and hopefully you guys enjoyed them too. For those who missed it, though, highlights of that event are coming to the channel over the rest of the week. Today, I originally had planned to play some Explorer, being some brand new content for you guys, but right now Magic Arena is just completely unable to play any kind of games, so I can't play Brawl, I can't play Standard, I can't play Explorer. So instead, thankfully, I have some highlights to show you guys anyway, so we'll be doing that instead, and then in the future, later this week, we'll be coming back with some Explorer content to showcase for you guys. So today's deck that we're going to be showcasing was the green-white Mavinda spells list. It's kind of a rebuild of a previous deck that we have played a few times on the channel, built around kind of Mavinda Student's Advocate, a 3-mana 2/3 with flying. Says for 0, you can cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard this turn. If that spell doesn't target a creature you control, it costs 8 more. So basically, you can, for free, flashback a spell that would target one of your own creatures, only once each turn. So you can do it on your opponent's turn as well. So this card was really powerful because you could get this down and then you could protect it with Snakeskin Veil. If your opponent tried to kill it, you'd use the Veil, and then there'd be a Veil in your graveyard so that Mavinda could pay 0 to then allow you to flash this back for its mana value and do it all over again. And it also helps out with fueling our other creatures. The reason we're playing this deck is because of one of the new Capenna cards, Illuminator Virtuoso. This card is absolutely insane in this deck. Honestly, right now, with the way this deck is set up and the cards that are currently in the format, this card definitely carries this deck. So you really want to just take any hand that has this card, is something I've figured out. It's a 2-mana 1/1 with double strike, and when it becomes the target of a spell you control, which is the whole game plan for us, it connives. So conniving is draw a card, then discard a card. Then if you discard a non-land card, you get to put a 1/1 counter on that creature. So a double striking 1/1 that takes pump spells and then benefits off of discarding other pump spells that you can cast from your graveyard or flashback in the case of Homestead Courage is kind of absurd. This card just kills your opponent. A lot of turn 4 wins come from this card, as well as Clever Lumimancer, which has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, the Lumimancer gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. So we're all about casting spells and protecting our big threats to hopefully close out the game extremely quickly. We're looking for a turn 4 win, turn 5 at the latest, really. But we can do a little bit of late game stuff, depending on our opponent's deck at least. So this deck is also quite budget friendly as well. You may have noticed Mavinda is the only mythic in the deck, so that's 3 mythics. And then as far as rares are concerned, we only have the Pathways, which hopefully if you guys have been playing Magic Arena enough, you should already have all 4 of these. Pathways are super useful for Standard and Explorer right now, so it's a really good investment with your wildcards there as well. And then 2 copies of Leonin Lightscribe, and that is it as far as rares and mythics are concerned. So 6 rares, 3 mythics to build this deck, and the rest are uncommons, I think. A couple of commons as well. But yeah, it's super cheap, and it's got some explosive power to it. It's definitely not at its strongest in Standard, which is something that we found out during the early access event. Although we were winning some games pretty easily, we're also losing a few based off of the cards that this deck has lost over the rotation period. I was kind of hoping with Capenna and the new additions, which are Virtuoso, Revelation of Power, and Boon of Safety, that it might have powered it up a little bit, but I think it's still tier 2.5, I think, at the moment. Probably very low on the tier 2 bracket, but because it's a cheap investment, it's really not too bad at all. But yeah, we're all about casting our spells, so we'll talk about the new ones. We got Boon of Safety, a 1-mana instant that puts a shield counter on target creature. So a shield counter will prevent your creature from being destroyed for 1 occasion, and then also any damage that would be dealt is prevented 1 time as well. So you could use this to basically give yourself protection from board wipes or pseudo indestructible kind of from destroy effects as well. And you get a free block, which is quite nice. Then we've also got Revelation of Power, a 2-mana instant. The target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn, and if it has a counter on it, it also gains flying and lifelink until the end of the turn. So the idea is that this is going to be a nice evasive way to win the game. If it has the counter, it gets the flying and the lifelink, but Boon of Safety, a shield counter, is a counter that this cares about. If we're protecting our creatures, then we've got Snakeskin Veil putting a 1/1 counter on it. We've got Homestead Courage that puts counters on and gives vigilance. And yeah, the Conniving just in general from the Illuminator will also put +1/+1 counters on it. So it's really easy to trigger the Revelation of Power's additional text there, but it also just makes for a strong creature nonetheless. And it can be flashback with Mavinda as well, so we can do up to a +4/+4 for 4 mana, which is quite nice. The early game is all about setup and protection of your creatures. So we've got the 4 copies of Boon of Safety and we've got the 4 copies of Snakeskin Veil. You really want to make sure that you use these to protect your threats. So if you can't realistically guarantee the Virtuoso untaps alive on turn 3, then you want to play it on turn 3 with a Boon or a Snakeskin Veil in hand ready to protect. The same thing for things like Lumimancer and Lightscribe and Clarion Spirits. You want to make sure that you've got a protection spell open. We also have Surgery's Shelter as well as part of the mana base, which allows you to have protection from the colour of your choice, which could potentially make Illuminator or Lumimancer unblockable, which is awesome. So yeah, it's really important to protect your stuff because we only have, I think, 16 creatures. Yeah, 16 creatures in total for the deck, so it's kind of like a Boggle strategy. You really don't want to lose your threats, and your threats are very powerful on their own with all of these spells. So yeah, really important there. We got Crash Through to give trample, but also redraws as well. So if we have a Mavinda out, we can flash this back from our graveyard to give trample, which is great on an Illuminator with double strike. That's huge. But also having that power to redraw from your graveyard is very nice as well. Removal wise, we've got Blizzard Brawl. We're running Snowlands to do this. We get +1/+0, and then the creature fights a creature you don't control. Considering we have the snow mana and we can get that easily enough to do the indestructible, that's nice, but also if we use Blizzard Brawl on something like Lumimancer, it ends up being a quite large creature that can trade off with most threats. So yeah, Blizzard Brawl's huge there as well, and I've been very impressed with it with this deck. But yeah, I think that's all I'm really going to say about the deck, to be honest, because I'm sure most of the matches are going to be longer than this deck tech, and should really perfectly explain how this deck works. I am going to be revisiting this deck for Explorer in the future, because I think you can do some pretty nice stuff when you get access to more efficient 1-mana targeting spells. Things like Defiant Strike are going to be very nice there as well. So perhaps we'll even try this in a Feather deck as well. I imagine Feather's probably quite reasonable in Explorer, although you have to contend with the Winota decks right now. I'm sure they'll get banned soon enough, but you never know. Either way though, guys, if you do enjoy today's content, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be back later on for some other format and brand new content, so if you guys have seen the highlights already, don't worry, there will be some more content to follow that is brand new this week. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and otherwise, enjoy the gameplay. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button down below, or check out the Patreon link in the description. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. Sorry, Ali, if you're watching. I don't have Nosy to go in there and apologise. He was mostly joking. I imagine so, yeah. I feel bad, though. Let's get a big Virtuoso. I think if this sticks around with Homestead Courage and Snakeskin Veil, our opponent's in trouble. Alright. If our opponent's going to do nothing, then I'm going to play my Clarion Spirit with Snakeskin Veil up. Now my Spirit triggers if they target my Virtuoso, which they didn't. I was expecting them to. Oh well. We're gonna be popping off now, though. I really want to see what this Virtuoso can do, honestly. See if they got the Maestro's Charm. I get it, Mike. I get it. What on earth? Target opponent discards a card. Oh. I mean, I play terrible decks all the time that, like, only go off 1 in a million, and when people concede when it finally goes off, it is annoying. It is what it is, mind you, but... Alright, we're going to keep that Forest in hand for discarding purposes, because we're going to connive. Blizzard Brawl. Love it. Connive, please. Ooh, charge through. Well, now I don't... Well... I don't need this Blizzard Brawl. I'm gonna kill my opponent very quickly. I have 12 damage here if I want it. But I don't. I'll kill him next turn. So, like, the good part is that Virtuoso's, like, enemy number 1. But also when I target it to protect it, it gets worse. For them. Murder! Wow. The only murder here is the one that I'm causing for you. Discard, flashback. And you're dead. GG. Give it trample. 16 points of trampling double strike. Alright. That was a murder. I can't keep this. I can keep this. Put one of these protection spells back. And I think we'll lead with a Lumimancer. Boon of Safety, oh baby. Alright, let's just set up for big spells. We don't need to attack just yet, we'll kill them later. Do it later, chat. That's the important part. Oh, it's Ice Joshi. Hello. Just noticed. He has a wiener as well. Yep, I don't have a wiener. I'd like to. They're quite nice. Protection from red, please. His music is worse. He usually puts you to sleep. Fair enough. I've got a few of those in my playlist, but it isn't the main source of my music, I'll say. All right, let's do a little bit of popping off. I think. Good draw. How much damage is this? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's not lethal, so I'll just protect with the boon. Take care, Dimdor. Thank you for hanging out. Remember, guys, if you do decide that you want to check out some of these decks later on, I do have a YouTube channel where I will be putting the highlights of the stream. I'm actually going to keep the land for Mavinda plus nonsense. I'm going to be bringing the highlights for today. Okay, bad bolt. Kills me. Over to the YouTube channel, so if you missed anything today, it'll be there waiting for you. I think I'm actually risking my Lumomancer to charge through and redraw. Okay, yeah, so if any of my creatures die, I've got a backup. Felidar Retreat. Is that GG? Depends on the top deck, I guess. Makes a 2/2. And a Sentinel. Alright, so they got some blockers. I drew a land. So I can... Blizzard Brawl on my turn. Let's go Virtuoso here, try and turn this Plains into something better. Get rid of Sentinel here because I can push over with Mavinda. Boon of Safety, alright. It's probably lethal if they don't block. Okay, they block. Alright. Dodge something. I don't know what we're dodging, but... no mass life gain, I guess. Gala Greeters can gain 2 life, but I deal far more than 2 life. Okay, they can make a treasure that's actually a creature. But I have lethal in the air, so they have to go for the life gain there, yeah. I'm going to Boon of Safety the Virtuoso, just so I have the Conniving. Yeah, charge 3 in my graveyard is probably lethal. Blizzard Brawl. So, charge through the Virtuoso, make it trampling. Discard the Blizzard Brawl, because I have the Revelation of Power now. And then we get to do some fun stuff. Boom. Alright. That one. And a Snakeskin Veil off the top. The actual nut draw. GG. Chat, tell him I'll let him go off when he wins this time. Because he will win. I say one thing about Ali and how we always go up against each other and I always lose. I guess I'm just putting the charge through away. I don't know. This hand's kind of garbage. Hello again. It's your go. Oh god. Clarion Spirit. Use Squeebugs to force some BM. Alright, we got a protection spell, we got our Clarion Spirits. They will not want to interact on this turn, they'll want to wait until next turn. To avoid me triggering my spirits, presumably, unless they've got some removal. A sweeper, perhaps. Oh, wow. Clarion Spirit. Numero tres. Get some spirits. Alright, this is looking a little bit better. Ali's got a lot less time to work with. Although this puts him on burn down the house if he has the land and the card for it. This might be overreaching a bit, but I want to end this game before he wins. Oh, God. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is only 11, so playing more cards doesn't really do anything. I have mana this time as well, so there's that. He had it but no lands. Oh, God. I only win when Ali's mana screwed. We were playing the Bant Blink deck and not winning. Goldhound. Alright, looks like they've changed deck. Hello again. Kalain makes a treasure. So I have no protection, so I definitely should just play my Virtuoso here and hope it sticks. Really don't have a choice, to be honest. Kalain's a girl? Yeah. The Reclusive Painter. Sure. How much damage can we deal to them, chap? Let's find out, shall we? You can do it! There's a protection spell. Do I have to go off now? I did, that's true. Let's get rid of Homestead Courage, since I can play it from the graveyard anyway. Ooh, Lumamancer. Ooh, I could wait. Waiting doesn't really get me much, though. 4. I'm trying to think how they beat me if I just make a huge creature. Get rid of the other Lumamancer. Crash through. Can you beat this? A 5/5 double striker? I guess burn down the house and do it. What's the goal of this deck? It's life total control. So the goal is basically to run them out of life total. Before mine runs out, really. Okay. Blizzard Brawl. Fight you. I've missed you too, Monskai. How's your day been? Oh, God, right. I'm going Virtuoso Courage. But we'll start putting it on the other Virtuoso. That would have been a good card to have a long time ago. Oh, Forced Block. Kalain or Tycoon going here. Can get into 2 so the Tycoon kills him. It's not, you can crack your treasures in response to this, I think. Oh no, actually, the Goldhounds. Oh, you're right. They're treasure dogs. Good point. What is this? I'm in danger? Gold Spam Dragon. It's a 5/5 swinging. And that's that. If I can find a way to push through, I win the game. I think I just found a way to push through. Wow. Mavinda. Protection from red, please. Yes, please. Paid actor. This one. The fact that Virtuoso fills Mavinda's graveyard up as well is huge. Red, please. So, dead on board. Bang, bang. Unless this gains life, which it doesn't. So much skill. I know, right? Just draw what you need. 2 weeks, dissertation done, and then that's it. Nice. Well, I really hope it goes well for you, my friend. If you're anything as good as what you do at uni as you are a moderator when you're here, you'll do fine. You do amazing, in fact. Nosy's not here, so I can say you're my favorite moderator. Oh wait, Bam's here. Oh no. Oh god. I didn't mean it. That's a Shigeki. Alright, well, we're gonna try and remove Shigeki from the field. Oh, there you go. That makes it so much better. Alright, Mavinda. Mavinda doing Revelation into Revelation. That's plus... maybe +6/+6. It's kind of insane. Because what we do is we put 2+2/+2, but the connive happens first. So I make sure it has a counter before this resolves. And then I can shelter in response if it comes to it. But now I could leave open... Let me think, it would be 6, 7, 14, 15, 16. Not quite lethal. I love that on turn 4 I'm like, is it lethal? It could be. But no, we'll leave a shelter in the graveyard to protect here. It looks like the game's just over. Streamer killed by his own moderators. Oh no. Computer game development. Are you doing the programming side, or is it a bit of design, or a mixture of both? I'm sure I've asked you this before, but you know my memory. It's terrible. Alright. So, Revelation. You have to have 2 removal spells in response. Programming, I share 90% of my modules with computer science. Ah, there you go. Yeah, most of mine for programming was a lot of mathematics. And a little bit of the engineering department as well. Alright. Protection from white, please. We did it! Alright, planes go. The World Tree. Alright, well, Virtuoso's carrying this deck right now. Bard class. I love you, opponent. You're truly special. Alright, you will be dead in like 2 or 3 turns, mind you, but still. I think we should make quick work of Bard class with this deck. Alright, any Gruul spells that are 2 mana are now free. I don't know if Capenna gave any new Just Gruel legends, but there's one of them. Getting a VTuber model to start streaming again, so I'll follow you in footsteps. Hell yeah. And a Kalane, okay. If you need a point in the right direction, Monster Kai, let me know, because I do have a couple of VTubers on the stream team. I could always ask them. I'm sure they'd be happy to help. Alright, I'm just thinking, how dead are they? If I Snakeskin Veil here. I think I'm Snakeskin Veiling. Homestead Courage. Get rid of a Blizzard Brawl. I think we're just, like, going for it. I don't even know if this is lethal, but it's a lot. Actually, dump the Courage, play the Courage from the graveyard. Yeah, oh yeah, it's lethal. Jesus Christ. It's not even close. Wow. How about 20 on turn 4? Wow. And lifelink. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Alright, it's got Virtuoso, we win. Let's put back Charge Through. Actually, no. Why put back Charge Through when I can get rid of my interaction? Hello. John Likes Games, by the way, new DGen member. Likes to play a lot of janky decks, so if you enjoy that kind of thing. And he also plays some wonderful jazz as well. Love tuning into John's stream. Right, we are going to Homestead Courage, the Virtuoso. Dumping the other Virtuoso. Playing this land, and then swinging for 6. So we're basically gonna protect this turn if we need to, and then go for the win next turn. If I don't need to protect, I'm gonna go Charge Through to redraw. And he has a cool hat. Yeah, he wears a suit. I mean, what else do you want? I guess if I actually... No, I should Snakeskin Veil, not Charge Through, because I need to push through this Greeters. Put the Boon of Safety in the graveyard. So we're going to Homestead Courage. Dump Mavinda, don't need Mavinda. It's 14. Go for the win. Oh, I hit a land. Unless that's the win anyway. It's a lot. It's a lot, that's all you need to know. So that Mavinda I dumped would be really good as a top deck now. Sajiri's Shelter's probably pretty good. Them not playing a creature is pretty good. Scoot Swarm. That could make some blockers. Definitely gonna have to work through those. Well, I doubt I'm gonna need to protect here, so let's just dig further into the deck. Okay. Another Virtuoso. Keep the land for conniving purposes. A topiary stomp. Ooh, the alt art on that. That's cool. Gotta say, I really like the alt arts in Arena recently. Alright, attack with both. Stomp a card block. Keep the lands for conniving purposes. Another Scoot Swarm. Oh god, I really need a charge through now. Or a, the flying one. Augmenter Pugilist. Oh my goodness. I was supposed to draw the good cards, chat. What happened? We can still win this. With the right top deck, we can still win this. We just need a spell that triggers into a spell. That's all we need. Vastwood Surge. We are bricking very hard. We can still win this. Come on, any spell. Any non-land card. Any of them. An instant or sorcery, preferably. The Landlord. I know. God. I'm wondering if I got greedy with a charge through at some point that I could have had in my hand right now to win. I did say any non-land. Right, now I mean any instant or sorcery. Homestead Courage, Blizzard Brawl, Charge Through, Snakeskin Veil, the Shield one, the one that makes me fly over the top, Sajiri Shelter. All of those win me the game. And Mavinda wins me the game, actually. But I'm pretty sure I'm dead anyway, because I've got too many creatures. That's a Titan of Industry. Oh god. Yeah. They swing out, and that'll do it. Dang it! Good game. Landlord Tom. Dang it. We had such a good start as well. But, yeah, fizzled a little bit there. Got 22 lands in the deck, I think. Yes. Keep. Did I say? Oh, what did I say? Whatever the correct thing was, that's what I said. Calling me a liar? Ah. Throw in some Balaged recoveries. You just never use them, though. Not realistically. Monster Kai with the gifted sub, paying it forward. Thank you very much, my friend. Hang on, let me just... Yep, pass the turn. Gifting the sub to Dave as well. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. Alright, let's go Clarion Spirit. We're going to pass the turn. I don't really want to get him for 2 here for no good reason. I'm a little afraid of just removal spells, so the more Boon of Safeties I have, the better. Ah, Sajiri Shelter. See, this is a time when you can go, I drew a land, should it be a spell? And I think I'm just going to run straight into a Doomscar. But that would be on turn 5. And Boon of Safety does give me board wipe protection, so there is that. Draw 2. Sure. Thank you guys, by the way, for being just truly awesome throughout the entire day. It's been nice to get back to doing these early access streams and back to Magic as well. We haven't done it in quite some time, so I was kind of wondering if anyone would actually be here. But, yeah, thanks for joining me. Alright. Well, they're going to force me to play a card, but that's fine. Actually, I should have played the Virtuoso. So I could hit that with the Boon of Safety, I think. I care about the Lumimancer. Actually, oh, bugger. That's not how that card works. I'm in danger. Should have put it on the Spirit, because I've just lost that shield. Need to remember. Once he went back on that. So, they've done this event, but then I think they skipped the last event, and then the one before that they did. Something like that. They've been a little bit hit or miss recently, but I think they're trying to make an effort now with the new team, a new community team, to do them again, because they're really good. Everyone enjoys them. Seemingly, at least. It's free advertisement for them, so I don't understand why they dropped it in the first place. I guess not free. Endless Detour. Sure. Kind of free, but not really. I'm going to decline and put that on the bottom, because then I'm going to boon this Virtuoso, dumping this Blizzard Brawl. Just bought the Hellspeth bundle, hell yeah. I actually don't need to buy bundles this time around, because since I started doing all of the drafting stuff, I ended up with a pretty sizable collection without it. Though I do still need to do drafting again to maintain that, of course. Alright, we're keeping Mavinda. Alright, we've triggered everything I think we need to trigger this turn, so let's just hit them, draw the land, say go. Never bought a bundle before, just pay for the Mastery Pass. The Mastery Pass is always worth it. Wow. Alright, I guess we are at farewell territory.
I shall teach you much.
The bundles are usually pretty good value, though, I would say. Well, good news. That punt I made earlier wouldn't have made a difference. Because Farewell Exiles and Shields don't care. Alright, give me a scry. What is wrong with this deck? Stop it, you're drunk. I almost don't even want to cast these. I mean, it basically would threaten lethal, but I guess it would threaten lethal for the next turn. And I'm going to lose if they answer it anyway. I think I'm going all in. This would mean I wouldn't have a shield, but I already have a shield on, and I'm just dead to Farewell anyway, so kill it or die. They don't get anything back unless they discard it here, so there's a plains in hand. They could discard that and make an extra land drop. It's not going to make a difference all that much, though. As we say, we're still just dead to Farewell. Or just exile in general, if they've got a March of the Worldly Light. Ooh, baby! If they find March and have white card, they can still get me, right? Or did I just win? We went for it. Oh, man. I had no right winning that. Oh, man.